Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Saturday, March the 4th, 2017. The tarot card for today is the Five of Cups. I was like, what? What are we doing with this here? Well, let's talk about it, shall we? All right, today, depending upon where you are, all right, at 4:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for those of you in Australia, would wind up actually being March the 3rd, I presume. Okay. Um, you know, Venus retrogrades. Now, I did a video on this on Patreon, which covers it all from when Venus went into Aries and then taking it through when it finally returns, direct speed and goes into Taurus in June. Patreon, I want to explain a little bit about that, not to digress, but what I have done with that is it is additional tarot guidance, okay? I have not done the old bait and switch that you see with many so-called spiritual advisors who build up a following and then say, okay, now if you want to follow me, you have to go over here. So the things that I have placed on Patreon, in addition to all of the posts that you can find for free on my page, are, I want to say it's additional layers. It really provides more in-depth context as to what is going on. So there are quite a few of them that are available each month to listen to, and they are lengthier videos than what this daily would be. They tend to run 18 to 22 minutes on average, so there's a lot of information available in them. But I just want to make everyone aware of that, because these are some powerful times that we're living in. And this feels like a very important Venus retrograde to me. So I want to make you aware of, this guidance that is available to you. Now, regarding this card, okay, it's about that disappointment over the past, things that were lost. And, most of you, I feel as though you've gotten pretty good with whatever was lost. And you're very ready for your future. But the universe has a way of bringing things up for review. I would not be surprised at all to start hearing from so many of you that something or someone from the past has resurfaced. That issue that needs to be dealt with again. It was a part of what was going on in the last 5 years. All right. So maybe now's your chance to make it right once and for all and set it in the right direction. So I don't think this is a bad thing, okay? But in order to accomplish this, you really need to turn your focus to the future. Now, that's not saying ignore the issue from the past, but I think if you dwell on what happened, it prevents you from moving forward. So, this is, I really feel this is about the Venus retrograde. It's just there, okay? And the energies that are coming are going to be all over the place this month. What we've been speaking about. I think this month is actually far more powerful than February was with the eclipses, because that Pisces solar eclipse on February 26th dropped you off in a new era, and you're in it now. So what sense does that make to you when all of a sudden you get into a new era and the universe says, oh, wait a minute here, we're going to retrograde a few planets on you now and have you review some things. I really feel like this area between now and the solstice in June is, that big review time as you keep proceeding forward. So what you do with this energy right here today, those disappointments, those broken relationships, okay, it's all, as I like to say with this card, water under the bridge. However, I have a great deal of faith and confidence in you guys. And I feel as though if something surfaces that had that hurt in it, and you're reminded of it, I think you know better now what to do with it when it crosses your path. Okay? So let's say it was an actual person. I do believe you can now more accurately assess what their placement was in your life, okay? And what did they bring to the table when they were there? Okay, so if they come back around, you got to know they're still the same person, right? Keep that in mind. Nothing's going to change, but you have changed in your outlook on things. And this is what's important, because the Five of Cups is about that switch to the positive and working with what remains. So the question is this particular loss, relationship, whatever, worth a review? Is this person or situation worth your time? Occasionally, the answer may be yes. Now, if you're some love struck, forlorn, I can't live without him or her kind of person who thinks that this is the be all, end all person of your life, this Venus retrograde is probably going to show you where you are so very wrong. Okay? And there's nothing I can do or say that's going to stop you from revisiting that, because you can't let go of it. All right? Whatever. That's how it's going to be. But I have, as I said, the utmost confidence in the majority of you that you will know. You'll know if it's right or wrong, if it's good or bad, and you'll be able to say, no, I don't need that anymore. If that's the case, I have this over here, and this is what I'm working with, and this is what I want to cultivate and grow in my life. All right? This is a very, very important time, and these are very, very important decisions. This month, to me, is a huge turning point for you, whether you realize it or not. The direction that you want it to turn is entirely up to you, okay? Do you want to go backward or do you want to go forward? And you should know at this point in time if that thing from before that caused you pain belongs anywhere along the road that you're headed, okay? There's a lot of food for thought there. And like I said, I urge you to check out that Venus in Aries video on Patreon. I think that you'll find that there's a great deal of information there. Also, the Jupiter retrograde one as well. They will help you immensely to get through these next few months, because this is a progression of events at this point, and you're not going to know exactly. It's like going through a forest and coming to the clearing somewhere around June. All right, so I want to thank you all very much for listening. Boy, have I been talking a long time. This one may set the record. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.